Hey guys, PigBenis here. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing great, globaling and hoffing, doing whatever you're doing, hunting, mining, whatever. We are doing a little mining run in F213 with a level 7. Yeah, let's see what we could get. I like this area. This is one of my favorite areas, and I'm giving it to you guys. Check out. I don't get too much list oil here. There's some decent stuff. Hopefully we'll find some energized. I've been finding a bunch here lately. So there you go. Here's a decent area. Pretty much I like to run through here energized, but for the video we're gonna do both resources or and energized. Hopefully we'll get a little something other than listed oil. I mean, it pops up here and there, but for the most part, it's usually pretty good. Belcar, Calderite, Garson, Grease, Alyssinanes Gel, Energized, as I said, and hopefully we'll hit some of that. So what's going on here in Entropia? Calypso's got a couple of events, a couple of hunting events, and I was gonna do a hunting video, but every time I put a hunting video out, I gotta get this out there. Like, you guys, like, inbox me, like, oh, how come you hunt with the auto keys and stuff? And there's a reason I do that, and it's because when I'm doing Entropia, I'm not necessarily paying attention to playing Entropia, unless I'm doing a video like we are here. It's easier for me to hunt pretty much mindlessly like that, click, you know, auto target and go from there. Now, a lot of hunters, or some hunters, like to aim, and for me it would just be futile, absolutely futile for me to do it, because I just couldn't sit there for hours on end aiming with, you know, with the aim mode and shooting at a target. Click, 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 click. No way. It's just not my type of hunting. And also, I don't like the new loot boxes, I guess you could say, the new loot tabs or whatever it is. I just rather would see a big pile of stuff in a loot window than read it off on a list. So it's just the way I prefer to do that. And some of you guys absolutely like hate that. Every time I put out a hunting with PigBenis video, you guys rail me on that. So whatever, you know, whatever. I've been doing a little bit of hunting here and there. I enjoy it every once in a while. It's just not my shtick anymore. I mean, I could probably do pretty good on it. I've got some ideas right now on a couple mobs where I think I could probably do pretty good. I'll put it that way, on Emblem Maxes and maybe another mob or two. So maybe we'll feature that in another video. But to be honest with you, I hate the negativity without creative criticism. So I probably won't put out another hunting with PigBenis video in a while. And I had a bunch of footage on it anyway. So, but anyway, the events on Calypso are pretty cool. I'm probably going to take part of it. Maybe we'll do a highlight video of that, since it's, like, you know, no big deal. We have a Spring Mayhem event teaser, they're calling it. They're giving away some cool stuff, a lot of 10 edition stuff, Landeeds, DOA Slugstorm. I don't know what that is, but it sounds pretty freaking cool. Just a lot of awesome prizes for this. So it's related to the Egg storyline, and it's going from, when is it, the 15th to the April 28th. It's similar to Merry Mayhem. Yeah, similar to Merry Mayhem. Actually, is this the same? Is this the same event as the other one? I don't know. There's two news articles here on PCF. That's what I'm looking at. Maybe it's the Feffox Mayhem, that spring event Mayhem. Maybe it's the same thing. It looks like, yeah, it's got to be the same thing. It's the same event. So it's one event. Alright, so what happened? The egg hatched. Finally, the egg hatched after, what was it, 2008 it came out? Or was it 2010? I think it was 2008. So like 5 years later, the egg hatched and we got Feffoxes. I can't wait to see them. And they're looting egg sacs. And for each different egg sac that you get a certain amount of points. all this info is on PCF forum. So a rotten Feffox sack, you get 1 point. A mutated Feffox sack, you get 1,000, which I'm sure is going to be super rare, incredibly difficult to get. But the prizes are cool, and there's like 28 different prizes. You know, you don't have to place first. You could place 100th. You place 20th. Basically, 1 through 20 you get a prize, and then it goes increments of 10 up to 100. And the prizes are good. I mean, other than, you know, the latter prizes are like paladin harnesses and paladin 10 event stuff. But heck, I wouldn't mind having some of that. That's actually pretty neat. So yeah, that's what's going on here on Cali. So I guess it's just that one event. I don't know why they released 2 news issues. I guess one was just a teaser type of thing. And yeah. So this area here, let's talk about this area. It's it can be difficult to mine. As you saw there a little bit before, we were kind of skirting around some drones, drone 7s, some, like, I would consider them middle to low. I wouldn't consider them entry mobs, but if you're not wearing any armor, if I got hit by one, it'd probably be like 60 pet damage or something like that. So let's see what this is. Is it that one? Hold on. No, it's gotta be that one. All right, let's take a sip of it. Let's take a slip of it. All right. Hopefully it's not oil. Energize. Woo. There we go. That's what we're going. That's what we're going for. I love getting that shit. Now we just need a couple more of them. But I don't know, the rarity of Energize and Dianthus, it seems I'm only getting maybe 1, if I'm lucky, 2 claims per amp. So it's kind of out there right now. That stuff's going for 166, 170% still. It's retaining its markup fairly nicely over the last few weeks. Ooh, a small Melky, that sucks. Well, there goes all that markup from the Energize. So you can get to this area from a couple of TPs. It's somewhat in the middle of nowhere. There is an outpost here though, so if you do T in this area, you'll end up in an outpost, and it's kind of on the coast there. You can see it on the bottom right hand of the map. It's like this little tiny blue circle, and there's no TP to this area exclusively, but it's decent. Like I said, it's not going to be absolutely awesome because the markup on, say, like Caldrite or Belcar isn't all that great, but you can find some decent end matter in this area. And as I was saying, mid-level to higher level Pfeffoids, you'll see Pfeffoid champions, you'll see drone 7s, so you have to be very careful. I mean, the drones kind of have a big aggro range. I wouldn't consider it like across the map, but I would say it's pretty good. And unarmored, they'll hit 66 points, like I said earlier. So you may want to bring a little bit of armor with you. When I go back, I'll pick up the claims after we're done here, but when I go back to pick up the claims, I'll throw on my stealth armor just so I don't die too much trying to get those claims in the drone area. So yeah, a couple things on the horizon here. We were discussing like a level 5 amp run, and I still plan on doing that. I'm just not sure when I'm going to get to it. You know, there is another project. I'm hoping it's going to be released at the end of this week. We'll see what happens with that. And then once that's released, I'll do a video or 2 discussing that project. It's kind of a neat little thing that happened. Look at the moon, man. Oh, and it glares off the water. That's awesome. It looks super cool. We'll discuss a little bit of what happened, you know, with the project and how that came about and whatnot. So, can't talk too much about it right now. Mining has been pretty much the same. Nothing great to speak of. It's still kind of like, you know, maybe I'll mine tonight, maybe I won't. I felt in the last week or 2, and I still feel about the system that I find it hard for me to keep on going out and do massive runs like I did, because there's just almost no attraction for me to do it anymore. Without the sense of getting maybe a big hoff, or without the chance of getting a big hoff, because it's just not there. Hoffs nowadays are super, super, super rare. The last week or two, we haven't really seen anything much over 1,000 ped, and then was it last night or the day before last night? We saw a couple of towers pop up. So it's like every couple of weeks we're getting a tower or two, but man, it's just so boring, and I just find it really hard to get out there and do it. So I have been looking at different mobs to hunting, different gear setups for hunting, and experimenting with a couple things here and there. Will I go full on hunting? I rather wouldn't, because I do enjoy mining over hunting. It's kind of my thing. But right now, I'm just not really enjoying mining as much as I used to. Because of that, there's just simply hardly any chance of getting anything decent. Whereas hunting, there's still not Sotos. Oh yeah, Sotos. Yeah, okay. There's still like chance to get a gun or ESIs or different stuff like that on the horizon. And mining is just kind of the same old claim over and over and over, and it's very unfortunate. Mining here on Calypso, there's just an immense amount of oil and list. See what I did there? Immense. It's a claim size. Okay. Yeah. It's a biting joke. It's immense. Oh yeah, I'm losing my shit, guys. I'm losing my shit. I'm losing it. I really am. I'm seriously losing it. So there's a Feffox warrior. What was I saying? What was I even talking about? Hunting, yeah. So I don't know. But see, I really don't like hunting either. It's fun here and there to do, but to grind on mobs all day long, oh man. I don't know. I guess it's no different than mining in the grand scheme of things, but alright. That was exhausting. We got one more, I think. Do we have one more? We must. Yeah, this is it, guys. We're gonna cut it off at the end here. Yeah, that was it. And I'm gonna dig up the claims, and I'll get right back to you guys in a second or two. So, yeah. See you in a minute. Alright, guys, we're back. I fucked up. A family member came over. I got sitting down with her, and we were talking, and I missed a Garson Grease claim. It expired. So it must have been, I don't know, 5-6 peds. So we are short about 20 peds. Yeah, because the run is about 161 with markup and amp drops. So we're gonna get really close, but I really screwed up because it would have been anywhere from 4 to 6 ped, and that probably would have put us at a break-even point. But I think we're gonna end up losing this run, potentially a couple ped. So, but otherwise, it wasn't too terrible of a run. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next vid.